Welcome to Marketing Chat, where we discuss a variety of marketing topics, apply them to business scenarios, and challenge you to apply the lessons learned to your business. During today's session, we're going to be talking about strategy. I was meeting with a friend of mine a few weeks back, and he said if you asked 10 people to define strategy, you'd get 10 different answers. So let's look at a few definitions. Strategy is a plan of action designed to achieve a particular goal. Strategy would be different from tactics. In other words, how a battle is fought is a matter of tactics. Whether it should be fought at all is a matter of strategy. In game theory, a strategy refers to one of the options that a player can choose. In business, strategic planning and execution of that plan can catapult us into a competitive advantage, or better yet, make the competition irrelevant. Well, today, we're going to try and simplify the role of strategy in business, and we have a hierarchy for you to follow. It goes like this: vision, a desired future state; mission, why we exist; goals and objectives; strategy, bridging the gap between where we are today and our vision; tactics, the specific steps we use to achieve goals; and values, beliefs that permeate everything we do. Today we're going to be looking at Ford Motor Company's current mission and strategy, break it down, and then propose a very different vision and strategy simply to illustrate how powerful strategy can be. Ford has been in the news a lot lately, and while I was pulling all of this together, I went to my mailbox and found that my Fortune magazine had arrived. And here it is, and look who's on the cover, CEO Alan Mulally. It was a great article, and it provides great insight into Ford's direction. As we jump into this illustration, I want you to think about how you can apply the following model and illustration to your business. So let's jump into the illustration. Okay, so we're looking at Ford Motor Company, today's mission and strategy. And I borrowed this One Ford vision, mission, strategy from Ford's website, and you can see it's one Ford, one team, one plan, one goal. And one team, people working together as a lean global enterprise for automotive leadership as measured by customer, employee, dealer, investor, supplier, union council, and community satisfaction. One plan, aggressively restructure to operate profitably at the current demand and changing model mix. Accelerate development of new products our customers want and value. Finance our plan and improve our balance sheet. Work together effectively as one team, and of course one goal, an exciting, viable Ford delivering profitable growth for all. And this is right from Mr. Mulally, the CEO. You can see Ford's values are the Ford Motor Company Fund and community services, so there's some social responsibility there. As well as with environment and education, and diversity is also one of their values. So let's unpack this. You look at the right side of the slide. They're about rationalizing brands and platforms. Mr. Mulally talks about polishing the blue oval, focus on the Ford brand. And what's happened in the last year is they've sold off Aston Martin, Jaguar, Land Rover. So they're very focused. Right now, all that remains is Ford, Lincoln, and Mercury, and Mercury's probably dying a slow death. Innovation, high-efficiency gas engines, electric vehicles, hybrids, hydrogen-fueled vehicles, strategic alliances, and they want to have best-in-class quality, fuel, efficiency, safety, and value. Match production with demand. Get labor rates competitive. They secured a $23.5 billion loan. Right size and align dealers, Ford, and suppliers offer a complete family of vehicles, manufacturing flexibility, gain economies of scale through global platforms. Okay, breaking down One Ford current mission and strategy. If you look at their mission and strategy, the positives are they have a narrowed focus, it's clear and concise, and it's a tight plan to deliver viability and profitability. You can see that the CEO, Mulally, is strategic and leading well, and all functional areas have initiatives to close the gap between status quo and a desired future state. Those are the positives. There's some threats to this plan too. One of the threats is potential proliferation of mass transit. Two, There could be a market reluctance to adopting new fuel technologies and/or economy vehicles. We want to drive what we want to drive. There's no guarantee that we're going to go to fuel-efficient cars. 3, there could be a potential shift to walking urban from driving suburban in communities, which means we may start to change the way we live in our culture. We may start to live closer to work and become walking urban. That's a threat. And the big missed opportunity I see with the current plan is they're just not taking full advantage of Ford's strengths and core competencies. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to show you a completely different strategy that I came up with for Ford. And so I'm going to offer this up. The vision, instead of automotive leadership, it's transport the world. That's the new vision I have for Ford. Mission, be the leading manufacturer of transportation within 10 years and deliver profitable growth to our employees, investors, and partners. Goals, reorganize to support new mission within 12 months, offer a diversified portfolio of transportation solutions within 5 years, and protect and grow our traditional automotive business through One Ford. So now we're at the strategy level, and the strategies are aimed at bridging where we are today with our vision. And I've laid this out. So go to the far right-hand side, leveraging existing strengths and competencies. Optimize the Ford brand, global presence, sales and distribution network. If you look at Ford's competencies, you might say they make cars. Well, really their competency is design, manufacture, and marketing of transportation. They have knowledge of user needs and preferences, they understand safety requirements, and they understand how to match transportation experiences with marketplace needs. If you go to the far left-hand side of strategy, identify new markets, government partnerships, acquire technology through joint ventures and strategic alliances, and then we've got One Ford to protect and grow our traditional auto business. I'm not going to get into all the tactics here, but you can see there's strategies here to bridge where Ford is today with their new vision of transport the world. So let's summarize. One Ford versus transport the world. Here's the differences. On One Ford, you've got a focus on automotive leadership, rationalization of brands and platforms. They're restructuring to meet current demand. They're focused on surviving, viability and profitability, and they're positioned to what? Capitalize on alternative fuel bets, electric hybrids and hydrogen, and there's more energy efficient vehicles in the mix, what they call EcoBoost. In the transport the world vision, we're focused on transportation leadership, not automotive leadership, transportation leadership, diversification. We further leverage Ford's strengths and competencies, and we're positioned to capitalize imminent change in the way we travel. Let's face it, the way we travel today is going to change. And of course, profitability. There's no point in being in business unless we're profitable. But the whole point of this illustration is just to give you an idea of how important strategy is, how it ties in with vision, mission, and goals, and hopefully it gives you an idea of just the importance of that topic. I hope you enjoyed this illustration on Ford Motor Company. Let me ask you this. Are you committed to strategic planning? As you can see, the world changes with increasing speed. Just a few years ago, Ford was selling trucks and SUVs, and their biggest concern was what to do with the money. Today, they're battling to survive. Are you positioned for change? When you're heads up against the competition in the marketplace, do you win often enough? Today, you might be in a business that's no longer attractive, and you want to transition into something else. Maybe you're unsure of how to make that happen. Building a strategic plan can be part of your answer, and we can help you. Hopefully you've taken something away from this session of Marketing Chat that you can apply to your business. Come back to thehelpinggroup.net for the latest postings of Marketing Chat, or simply go to our RSS feed at our homepage to be alerted of new content on our site. Thanks again for watching.